Hi, welcome to Monday, third week of February. That's the fun week. We work on doing the little confidence dialogues. So February, we are focused on consistency, right? We're in that first quarter. We're doing our fundamentals. We're making sure that we're ready and set to grow for the rest of the year. February, we're building habits, and I want to give you a great quote about habits. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. We're creating habits all the time and we don't notice it because in the beginning they're very light. And when we finally realize that we have a habit, it's very heavy and very difficult to break. So the question you have to ask yourself is, am I creating habits that are going to lead me where I want to go, or am I just allowing things to happen until I find myself chained down with habits I didn't even want? February is about being consistent. That's the habit we want. Okay, good. So one of the things we need to do in order to be consistent with our sphere and with new people is to be able to stay in touch with them, because my follow-up is legendary. Say that with me. My follow-up is legendary. It may seem difficult to say at first. You keep saying it until it becomes true. My follow-up is legendary. The sun never sits on a return call. Okay, so in order to do that, we need to have their contact information, right? I'm going to give you a great little dialogue to use. This is when you've met someone new. You don't have their contact information, and they've been no's across the board. They don't know anybody who's buying or selling. They're not buying and selling, etc., etc. You wrap up by saying this, and this needs to roll off your tongue without even thinking. Great. Do you mind if I stay in touch in case things change in the future? I'd love to earn the business. Great. What's a good email for that? I'm going to say it again. Hey, do you mind if I stay in touch in case things change in the future? I'd love to earn the business. Great. What's a good email for that? Now, this is one of those scripts where you don't want to change any of the words. It uses NLP, which is a thing we can get into another time. But we are changing their present tense fear into a future tense where there isn't any fear. You and I both know, and I don't care how many transactions a year you've been doing, when you meet someone new, they still put their guard up. They think we're going to sell them books or throw a water balloon at them. I don't know what they think we're going to do. But they're in the no defensive position, right? You've seen it. So we don't want to ask them for something right now. That's putting our hand out. We haven't earned anything from them. Instead, we put it out into the future. Do you mind if I stay in touch in case things change in the future? Sure, yeah, that costs me nothing. If that gets you off my front porch step, great. I'd love to earn the business. You're special. I want to make you feel special. We should always make people feel special. You know why? Because they are special. So, do you mind if I stay in touch in case things change in the future? I'd love to earn the business. Now they're much more open. Here's the make or break. If you say to them, okay, good, what's your email? We went right back to the present. I got my hand out and you watch. They'll back up. What we say is, great. What's a good email for that? What's a good email for that thing way out there that's got nothing to do with today? I promise you, you use this script at the end of every conversation with someone that you don't know, your ability to gather their contact information will go up something like 44%. Speaking of which, did you know that 72% of all statistics are made up on the spot? Okay, this is a very effective script. Use it, memorize it. It should just roll off your tongue. Okay, there's one more I want to give you, and this is in direct response to the request for a card. I have one of my cards here. Someone will say to you, I am interested in buying a home. I'm not sure when I'm going to be ready. Can you give me your card? Now, we don't want to give people our card. We do it all the time, but generally speaking, we're not going to hear back. We need to get their information because it's our job to stay in touch with them. Their job is to run their life, right? Our job is to stay in touch with them. That is our life. That's what we do, is bring value and service to people. So, when they say, sure, do you have a card? I say, yes, of course I have a card. Quick question. What do you think this card is worth? I mean, what's it cost to me? You're right, like a penny. Now, I give it to you because you're interested in buying a home. You are serious about buying a home, right? Okay, good. I give it to you, and you know what happens? Life happens. You take this 1 cent card, you put it in your pocket, and odds are it becomes a 1 cent bookmark. Now, I have systems for taking care of people. You like being taken care of, don't you? Good. I'm going to show you a little magic trick. Don't blink. Watch. I turn this card over, and I write down on this card your email address. What's your email address? .com. Fantastic. And your phone number? Great. Now, watch. I take this card with your information, and instead of giving it to you, I put it in my pocket. And it goes from 1 cent to invaluable. I'm telling you, it's a fun little script. It works if you're having a good dialogue with someone. Okay, we are staying consistent. We are building habits. Number 1 habit I keep repeating, track your day, win the year. And whatever you do, raise the bar.